Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our channel. If you're interested in joining our community or joining any of our games with open slots like the Friday game starting next month or the Tuesday game starting, well, next week, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. But without further ado, let's get into the game. Alrighty, Bart, tell us what the fuck happened last time.
Oh, God. So we went dungeon delving, and dungeon delving is great. Some people sort of flitted in and out using absences, but all in all, the party descended into a lower layer of the dungeon. It's fairly battered. We were in several states of disarray. Managed to get us work our way through some more of these strange doors, one of which was a serpent in a circle, and we encountered a very bizarre creature that was the sort of bastard offspring of a cobra and a cheetah, or a leopard, which is just the worst, and fortunately didn't turn out to be that bad to defeat, but it was spraying stinky musk everywhere, which caused poison effects, which were just bad. Very unpleasant for combat characters, but we did manage to get our way through some of that without too much trouble, and sort of made our way down into the fourth level of this dungeon, which is proving to be a little bit more complicated. Traps abound, lots of more difficult, sort of odd things, and horrible spiders are approaching our lives in this deep dark pit, which we managed to throw one into, and it's currently skittering around in there in a fit of rage, waiting for us to stumble into it again where it can exact its webby revenge. Pursued our way around into the slightly more dilapidated parts of the dungeon where the floor was falling through and full of quicksand, but for some reason was turned into was polymorphed into a copy of the snake leopard hybrid, and has been prowling around the dungeon in this new form as a loyal guard cat snake to Katarine as they've been making their way up. After crossing through into the broken section again, Bart and Katarine are in pursuit of some more of these strange snakehead keys / totems, and upon finding another one, they were pounced upon by yet more spiders, which I believe is roughly where we left off.
So, as two of you were moving into this other room to investigate further into it, you shoot out a fire blast, Katarine, that shatters a few of the webs, and slowly you start recognizing a large looming spider crawling out of it that just hisses with its incredibly large fangs. And a cluster of eggs shatters into a swarm of spiders much closer to you.
Oh.
Everybody roll initiative.
Baines.
That should actually be 2 higher because I've got a higher dex as the bot pod. So we'll just adjust that.
What should I... Because I'm not there.
Oh, I should bring you onto the map. We'll say that you were walking down here with everybody.
Yep.
And you...
Like, you got bored waiting, and you're just walking over here where the two of them are. Hey, guys.
Oh.
Right down here.
I'm just eating the musk sack of the animal.
Yeah.
You're gonna have horrendous breath for like the next 3 days.
I have the perioptic poison, proof against poison.
Yeah,
so.
the poison ain't the issue. It's the smell of your breath.
It does have it has a poison effect of its own.
Well,
You're not poisoned. Anybody who has to smell that shit.
What's wrong?
oh yeah, I'm just gonna casually chew on this animal's rotten prostate. Why
So
not?
go ahead and roll your initiative then. All right, Ash, you are the first one as you hear Katarine go, "Motherfucker!" and you figure out, yeah, there's probably something wrong. What would you like to do?
Ash sighs, rolls his eyes, and moves in. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
I will use my 4 words. Stand next to it, as in to the side. She'll point, because I have a plan.
Stand next. Okay.
I have a plan.
Then I shook my shoulders and I toppled over. And
Whoop.
And
That's under it. That's not next to it.
It's, hey, you used your 4 words and he translated it. Go ahead.
Okay. And then I hit.
Go for it.
Okay, so I have core staff now.
17 hits. For 9, you go over to the large swarm of spiders. They are resistant to bludgeoning damage, so that's half down to 5. Then 14 does hit, half down to 2.
That's it.
Alrighty. Vance, you hear something happening over there.
Okay. I'm fairly certain I can't make this jump. Is there enough handholds on the wall to try and slowly work my
Climb.
way across it?
You could roll an acrobatics check to try to do that. All right. I mean, I am counting this as your action
fine.
to, like, grab on and hoist yourself over on different segments of the wall, quickly skittering and landing over on the other side.
Could I use my bonus action still?
Yeah.
Then I will dash.
Ah ha ha.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Katarine, your go.
I said to the side, you numbskull, and she will take a step here and lightning bolt.
All right, let's draw your line.
The side. I index to the side of it.
So you could choose just to hit the big one, or you could hit Ash, the swarm, and the big one.
Ash
Jump out of
does
the
have
way,
evasion.
Ash!
Ash
And
does
we're
have
going
evasion.
for all of them.
Huh?
Doesn't Ash have evasion?
Should, yeah. All right, deck save, Ash, the swarm, and the Jabba Fofi. The swarm is successful. Wait, 17 is a success,
Yes.
right? Okay. Jabba Fofi rolls a 15.
That matches the DC.
So they are both successful. So Ash takes no damage because evasion is really busted. Roll your damage, they both take half.
That is 8d6.
It's called collateral damage, bitches. Get out of my way.
That's a good fucking roll. 29.
Well, even with half damage, you kill the swarm. And 29 halved is 15, so that much. The larger spider manages to dodge out of partial strike, but there's still a segment of your bolt of lightning that strikes again. Is actually, how far is your line?
It is 100-foot line. Oh no, did I have just do like
What level is this spell?
third?
Need you to roll me a D1000.
Oh no!
Wait a minute.
Of course you do.
Oh no.
Oh,
She
no!
hit the statue with her line.
$37? Oh no.
Higher is better.
Well, for the D1000, it's more even in odds.
Well, there's one even.
And 2 odds.
Okay. Ash and Jabba Fofi. I need a dex save from both of you. As the bolt of lightning strikes into the statue in the back, and the statue erupts with this pulsing, destructive blast of fire from it that shoots outwards.
Oh no!
That's a failure.
Mistakes were made today.
Hey, I'm glad I have.
Actually, Katarine, you want to roll the damage, right?
Oh no.
Do you want to roll the damage, or do you want
Does
me?
anyone have a
I'll roll the
on them?
damage.
66.
Okay, that's not
Hey.
that bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
No.
60d6. What?
no.
What?
You didn't roll the 999.
Oh! Oh!
That'll be 26 points of fire damage.
Half for him, I believe.
Halved for you, Ash. Wait, isn't that a reaction?
No, not evasion. Evasion's
Oh.
just they either take half or they take.
Oh, the other one, Uncanny Dodge, is a reaction.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you take half of that, so 13, Ash. However, the spider takes the full amount. It dodged the bolt, but it did not
And so
dodge
she's
the
like,
fire.
she's like, puts her hands together and the electricity comes out. She's like, that was unexpected.
Nuclear blast.
We Russians are famous for them.
It's
Aw.
Chernobyl all over again.
Oh god.
God.
Dude, that was your
Alrighty,
plan,
some
Actually,
D.
I think Fen should be ahead of me because he has a higher dex than I do.
Oh yeah. Fen.
but-
I did say help.
Oh,
We're gonna have to throw him.
okay. I'm gonna
Don't
turn
tell the elf.
into.
yeah, that's exactly what I was.
I'm going. He said help, so I'm gonna help out my scaly brother. Turn into a giant snake. And can I like a mother cat would grab its baby by the mouth? Can I grab Samdi and just kind of? Because snakes can kind of like.
Oh yeah, they can arc their entire body across the.
They are
Right, so
one
that'd be
large
great.
spine.
So I could get us over here.
Absolutely, as a giant snake.
Yeah, cool.
So, Samdi, you are lifted up by Fen.
I'll say to Fen in in reptilian, we will never speak of this again.
I just nod with him in my
Don't
mouth.
tell the elf.
And then I place him down without anyone seeing.
All right, where do you place him? Which
I'll
square?
go here and I'll put Samdi where he can go into the door.
Alrighty. So,
Hanging out next to me.
I am gonna say that'll be difficult terrain
Yeah.
to move
Okay.
across.
Yep, that's completely fine.
So that is your
Movement.
wild shape movement. All done?
Yeah, I can't really.
You have an action, right? Oh no, you're not Circle of the Moon.
Yeah, I am.
So-
He is. That's the
Oh, you are. So you have an action.
How far? If that was difficult terrain, then could I move up and like get over to this side potentially?
Yeah, you can move there if you want.
Okay. I will dash as my action and just snake on over there if that's possible.
Go for
Oh,
it.
Sorry, I got moved back for some reason.
That was weird. I did not move you there. All right, right here. You have another 30 feet of
Oh,
movement.
no,
right?
I was trying to move over the culvert here.
Go here.
Yeah.
You hear everything happening here.
Oh, I didn't know if maybe I could get in that way.
Yeah, well, we've seen those doorways, so with
Yeah,
our
but-
mental
I wouldn't
accuracy.
know. I just
Maybe
didn't
not
know
with
if-
your int.
I didn't know if I could squeeze through there. That's all.
You're long. It's a 10-foot gap. You can get through.
Long boy.
just
So many large creatures.
And
I think a
I
giant
just-
snake's.
my brain autofills so many
technically
large
huge,
creatures
not
in such a
large.
small crevice, and I was like, wait.
I'm actually huge, not large. Joey.
Okay.
I
You can still slither through. You're long.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
like the size category is more to do if the snake decides to curl up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which begs the question: just how fucking long is this snake?
Yes.
Like, are we talking like
Yes.
anaconda?
Anaconda from the terrible movie Anaconda.
Don't you dare describe
It was
those
such-
masterpieces of cinema as terrible.
Oh my
It's
god.
so
We're-
terrible,
Okay,
it's
whatever.
great.
We're good.
They are.
It's so.
I
I'll
say
go
this
there. I
as
have
a
my turn.
reptile person and a pedant. I love them.
Guys, he's a reptile person. We need to alert the government. Anyways, you're all done?
Hillary Clinton is my
They're
mother.
already in the government. We can't trust them.
Somdi, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna quickly like scooch past them. Okay. Oh. Hello, Vance.
A crocodile and a dandy find themselves sandwiched between a giant snake and a snake leopard hybrid.
I'm gonna.
That sounds like the start of a really bad porn.
Or a really good one. There's no in between.
I'm gonna action
Crocodile.
dash and try and like scooch past them. Sound
Yeah.
these nuts.
Ow.
Okay, scooching past him into this corner. That should be about all except 5 feet of movement. I'm going to look around this corner, see the spider. Gonna look back. What happened here?
Me.
Makes sense. And I'm going to scooch back. And I'm going to bonus action consume a first level. No, wait, I already did that last week, but I forgot to update it.
Okay. So.
Nothing
anything
interesting
else?
happens. I have made my way over, and I am witness to this horrifying situation.
Bart!
Yeah, so I'm
Bart
gonna
hard.
I'm gonna go my 10. I have what, a 40-foot movement?
I don't know, you have the character
I
sheet.
do. And a 30-foot swim speed. Interesting.
Yeah.
Leopards, well known for their aquatic nature.
They actually are.
Yeah. Snakes.
I mean, yeah, true. Fortunately, I do have a 10-foot reach on my bite, so
Haha!
I will make my 2 bite attacks against this gigantic bird eater.
Okay.
But make
Neither
sure
of which
there's
hit, I would imagine.
13 misses. As you sink your teeth down towards this hulking spider, you bite into the large fur across its body and not even penetrate through
Oh,
that.
because it's
Like a Wolverine's protective shell.
just a whole bunch of the
All
fur
done?
Well
like,
known
in
for
your
their
face. Just like,
exoskeletons.
Well, the swarm of spooters is dead. Jabba, Fofai, is going to clitter at you.
No.
And you can translate it, Bart, as, "You dare attack me, die." And it
Come at me, bro.
is going to bite you. Oh. What's its intelligence? Not that high. Okay. 15 to hit.
Oh man, that's my AC.
You will suffer 8 points of piercing damage. And you need to give me a con save. Wait, you're immune to poison, aren't you?
Immune to the condition, I have resistance to the damage.
Okay, give me a con save then. 13 is a success. 22 points of poison damage, halved down to 11, halved again down to 6.
oh,
What was the piercing?
8.
8. So 8, 6, 14.
As the creature has engaged with you. Ash, here we go.
Okay, so first I had to dodge out Catherine's thunderbolt. I look back at her and sound like getting hit in the back by that heat wave, and I'm not happy with her. And
when are you?
I give her a look, and then I go and run and attack.
I will alert you that all of the area that has webbing or sacks is considered difficult terrain
Oh,
Would
okay.
it,
for
or
you
is it
because
now,
you do not have a natural.
has it been burnt?
You do not have a natural climb speed. Not all of it has been burnt away.
Oh.
It was the beginning processes of this all getting burnt away.
Okay, so
Bart can move through webs uninvaded.
over there.
Well, no, Bart can't. Wait, so what was your move? It's fine. Yeah. Right there will be fine.
And hit.
Go for it.
Nah.
10 misses. 16 misses.
Oh man.
You strike against the very thick hide of this creature, and
10,
the
15.
weapon just doesn't pierce through all of the bristles on it.
And then I will teleport back over here. Just to stay behind Catherine.
It's
and
probably
then-
the safest place.
And then I'm done.
Vance!
All right. 5, 10, 15. Is this where it starts being webbed?
Yes.
So 20. I'll take bonus action to dash. All right, so 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, I can't get there. I guess I will stop here behind Bartog.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
You don't want to use a ranged attack?
I don't have the equipment.
You have the daggers, remember?
Oh, I can't. Well, I could throw the dagger, but that would then I can't. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll
then
throw
it's
the
gone.
dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just your call. Whatever you want to do.
No, I'm gonna keep it for now.
All right. You want to take the dodge action
Yeah, I'll take the dodge action.
or hide. Either or you can do. You have action economy, my friend.
Yes.
You're the definition of that.
All right, so dodge
Yeah,
action.
I'll take the dodge action.
All right, Katarine, your go.
I would. Let's see. I have line of sight on it here. Is there any sort of penalty with this many people in the way? Or not?
Not your allies. Your allies do not grant things cover
Okay.
from you. Unless their size category is literally way bigger than the other thing.
Gotcha. Just fuck. I wish I had my cigarettes, and I will firebolt it.
Alrighty.
It's 16 wounds.
16 misses. Yeah. All done?
Yeah. Fuck.
Ven.
Much less eventful.
30 feet to there. I can't really. Can I? I don't even know if I can start. I guess I can squeeze through. Difficult
Yeah, you can.
terrain.
You snake.
Yeah, difficult terrain. 5, 10, 15. I can get there.
Yeah.
I have. It might. Can I? I have blind sense out to 10 feet. Can I sense anything like in the air around me anywhere?
The egg sacs have hatchlings in them.
Don't. I'm gonna try not to hit the egg sacs when I'm going through.
Do I know Finn is a snake?
Usually.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
To describe how his snake looks, you've seen it, but it has like a gold stripe that runs down from like the eyes to like down the sides. There's almost like markings on the snake. It doesn't look just like a regular like.
Yeah, so I've seen it.
All of his forms have markings on them.
Okay.
Like his tattoos.
Yeah, like his tattoos.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have tribal markings as a snake.
Okay, so
Right.
I recognize him. Otherwise, I will use a attack of opportunity.
All right. So all done, Fen?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Alrighty. Asomdi.
Oh, goody. I'm going to just trot my way over. Step on some spiders. Clear it off on the ground.
Remember difficult terrain.
Yep. That would have been 15.
No.
1, 2, 3. No, wait, that's 25 now. I was over here. Okay.
So 30 feet of movement to get there.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to just use my action to... just mind sliver it.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Intelligence save, right?
Scramble some spider
Is that
brains.
con?
Intelligence.
It fails.
And I'm just going to say, wow, you are ugly.
It doesn't know what you said, but it doesn't like it.
Oh.
Stuff happens to it. Subtract 4 from its next saving throw.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
All done?
Oh, so I need
Mhm.
to set the. I need to hit the. The key again. That's what I hear.
Bart, your turn.
Please don't.
Yeah, so Bart's gonna sort of cycle around to open up some space in this clusterfuck of a combat. And then make some attacks at the spider's butt. 2 bites and 2 claws.
Bite the butt. 18 just barely
Ugh.
hits.
Perfect.
So you have 2 hits. You have a bite and a claw that hit it.
Yeah.
So that's 13 and 15?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Literally just bites into the spider's abdomen and then shoves one of his claws inside and just tears it open.
You start ripping and gashing against this creature, ripping it apart, opening it wide, and watch it as it just slowly goos out onto the ground, dead.
They have tough exoskeleton, but once you crack it, they ooze.
Samdi and Fen understand you.
I don't understand. I mean, I've been into 2.
I'm slowly just my mouth opens wide as I'm taking in this spider thing. I haven't eaten in a while.
Gross.
Bart will turn around and pick up the key in his mouth and like start walking it back to Katarine.
He gets a chin scratch.
Yeah, just drops it at her feet.
Thank you, Barta. And she'll take it. And I was
Yes,
gonna say
I
put
am.
it into her bag, but
Wait,
she
wait,
doesn't have.
Wait, the statue? You try taking the statue?
Yeah.
Okay. You bite it, and it is searing hot. You will suffer 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
From the explosion. Whoops.
Or just
Well,
does it
it's
feel like it's
latched
cooling?
onto its podium.
Oh, okay.
So in order to get it off, you would have to rotate it off while holding it, and owie.
Yeah, I mean, I'll you say 4 points of fire damage for that.
Each time you touch it, so yeah.
Yeah, so you'll like bite it and recoil, like spit, and then use the 2 claw hands to like turn it so it doesn't burn its tongue.
Alrighty. So,
So I'll take another 4 points for touching it twice.
sleight of hand. Roll me a sleight of hand.
I got
As the Bart
Yeah.
part.
I got Dex.
You ain't got no thumbs, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh God. Little known facts.
18's
Leopard's
high
very dexterous.
Yeah. It's good enough. It's actually your very long snake-like tongue that can like wrap and rotate it, but now you have a burnt tongue.
Ow.
So you took the extra 4, you unlatch it, and spit it onto the ground where it is slowly cooling off.
Can I prestidigitate that to make it go faster?
Absolutely. Yep.
And then
Wait. Can prestidigitate cool something?
I think so.
I think it can heat
Yeah.
something up.
It can heat and cool, or heat and chill.
Yeah.
But it does say,
chill,
oh, yeah?
warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot. So
Make it taste like a tomato. All right, so you cool it down.
and get the slobber off.
Yeah, so I bring that over.
Bart, as you were down in that area, you step on a bunch of crunching bones that were like piled underneath the large sacks. Humanoid bones.
Yeah. I'll let out a whine and like gesture back that way, but outside of that, my int's not really high enough to do much.
Samdi and Fen understand what the whine means. What does the whine mean?
Yeah, it just looks like, hey, is something under those web sacks.
If I connect with him mentally, he's still the same, right?
Mentally, right now, he is the creature.
Oh.
You can have a conversation with Bart that has a 4 intelligence.
So not.
2.
A 2 intelligence.
I'm not gonna make that joke. So. I love you. Okay, so is anyone else going after who understands what that meant? Going after this to check on stuff.
Santi just says there's something underneath the egg sacks. Human bones looks like.
I will go over and investigate.
All right, roll me an investigation, please. Put yourself over there as well, please. 9. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
gonna
what
see
I
a
like
7.
to see.
Do I see Catherine investigating?
Yeah.
I'll assist if I can.
All right, Cat, roll again.
Hey.
Better, thank
24.
you.
Much better. You have to like sear away some of the egg sacs, and you see wound up remains of slowly dissolved carcasses. And in 2 of the egg sacs, there's actually a couple of interesting things. One of them has a very large golden band thick ring embedded with a sapphire that has runic markings around the edge that would tell you that this is a spell focus at minimum.
Yeah. That's getting held on to.
You find a few broken glass vials that in the bottoms of them has this red sloshing liquid. They all look like health potions, and if you can collect them into one fixed vial, it would equate to 1 health potion.
Someone with steadier hands than mine. Can you put this all into one vial?
Does anybody have a vial?
Can Ash just slip it up?
Well, the thing is, in order to gain the benefit of a potion, you need to put it all into one container.
Oh.
Or spend 3 actions chugging from each one of these very sharp vials.
If no one else has a healing potion, I'll slug one down and use the empty vial.
Oh, you just drink one of your health potions and then you fill it up with the others?
Yep.
Alrighty. That's easy enough to do. So 2d4 plus 2. Roll that for yourself. In a separate sack that you get over to, you find inside a set of scimitars. 2 of them. One of the hilts has a snake that goes over where the gripping pinky would be. The other one has a snake that goes under, backwards. As well as partially dissolved little bit of, we'll say partially dissolved. What's the tier 2 medium? The 200 GP one. I always forget its name.
Half-plate?
Is half plate the 200
No.
GP one?
Half-plate, I think, is like 250, but I'm not sure.
Let me just look at it real quick.
That's not a breastplate.
Or breastplate.
200 medium is what I'm looking for. Oh, there's breastplate. This is scale mail then. Scale mail.
Snakes.
Yeah. And that's everything you find,
Does the
as well as the statue.
Can anyone
partially
use
dissolved?
these?
Does it look?
Like some of the scales are definitely like flaking off, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
It looks like if you take a crit, it'll break. It counts as that armor, but if you take a crit, it will break.
Cool.
Until it is fixed.
Yeah.
What were you asking, Katarina?
If anyone could use it.
You would know that Bart can
Okay. Perfect.
when he's
then
not
We'll
a
hang on
snake
to that.
dog thing.
Let's save it for you, Bartha. And can anyone
in-
use the scimitars?
In peace, seeing the scimitars, I'm going to make some like Sombi saying like give to Vance.
After the heat wave, Kai's looking around for any cloth he can make into a something to cover his private parts.
I don't want that toasted off.
Suffering from severely burnt balls.
Clean shaven now. I mean, that's
Well,
Implying they weren't already.
yeah.
okay. That's.
I'm not sure if Carl's here though. To tell you.
Sorry.
Me neither.
Sorry, I had to come back for a bit.
No, you're good, Carl. You're good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Did-
Fen pretty much said, "Give the scimitars to Vance."
Oh, I'll do that, yes.
Vance, 2 snake-themed scimitars are offered over to you. The blades of which are bronze.
Can I ritually cast Identify?
Absolutely. If you wish to take the 10 minutes, 11
Do we
minutes
have
to do it.
a few moments? This could potentially help.
I'm taking a rest after you flame boiled and electrocuted me.
Taking another long rest. We're taking another short rest.
How long was a short rest?
It's an hour.
An hour.
1 hour.
Oh,
At that point, Bart Pard would no longer be Bart Pard.
Okay.
And
Never
we
mind.
also have people expecting us upstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
we should've-
if we keep taking a long time, they're gonna start noticing even more.
I will hard cast Identify. And would I be able to get it and the focus?
You have to do one and then the
Okay.
other, so it'll be 2 minutes. What are you identifying?
We'll hang on to the focus because I have one now. But the scimitars.
The scimitars. These are the Viper Strike scimitars. While wielding one of these in each hand, you gain a +1 to your hit and damage rolls with each of the weapon attacks, as well as count as proficient with offhand strikes with that attack.
Nice.
Vance,
Yes.
do you want to use 2 scimitars?
Sure.
Holding arrow.
I could certainly use them.
And she'll help first hand them over. This is what they do, and I will describe.
I will try those out a little bit. Give them a little twirl.
They feel comfortable.
Ooh, these are nice. Thanks.
You're probably the only one of us that could use them. To be honest.
I've got an extra short sword and a dagger currently if anybody needs them. From the last corpse we looted. I don't know if anybody needs a weapon, but if they need one, I've got them.
I I could use the dagger, but the short sword is a bit much for me.
Ben, you're muted.
No, I'm not. I'm just really far away from my mic. Is all.
Oh, well, that as
Yeah.
well.
That
Don't you have a boom arm, sir?
so why is this a problem?
I don't like it right in my face.
Yeah, that, I mean, I don't know. I like it. But
No. Keep it together.
So, yeah.
Keep it together.
So, you identify it is a set, the Scimitars. So if you're not wielding both of them, you don't gain the benefits. But pretty good benefits. Proficiency in offhand strikes and attacks.
+1 on top of that.
Yeah.
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 Roughly how much longer
So-
do I have on the bot pod transformation?
About 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Right.
So, Katarine, you're taking the focus then?
Yes. I'm not putting it on. Have it.
You don't need to wear the focus to use it as a focus. It's
Well, I know,
just
but I don't.
that is your focal point of the match.
Put it on. Maybe snakes
She-
will talk to you.
She doesn't want it to be cursed, so I want to identify it before I attune to
Okay.
it. So
Alright.
I'll slip it on the necklace.
Also,
that I
as a clarification point, you don't attune to focuses. You just use
Oh,
them as
okay.
focuses.
That
Yeah, but you
Then-
made it sound like there was potentially something else going on with it, so I think that's
There-
what.
Possibly is, but
Yeah.
You won't know until.
so
Yeah.
I will slip it on the necklace that I have my other focus on, but continue
Okay.
to use the focus I already have.
All right. Well then, the floor is yours, everybody.
We
I
have
feel like I should turn out of snake form so I can actually talk to people.
I think we have one room left down here that I know of. Back across the
yeah.
gap.
Yeah, there's a door there that we can check out.
that might be where. Well, if there's nothing left to check out, then that will be our next play.
So
I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna ask an out of character question because I couldn't really see on the map when I was watching it fully. Did you guys go into the room where you needed both keys? Remember, there was the square-shaped hole, and then there was like the circular one, and you
Was that
and
the one that was
there was a
strapped?
staff, and it looked like it had both heads, and you could like place it there.
Oh, yeah.
You mean the hooks? The hooks?
Well,
You never placed the staff on the hooks.
yeah, we still have the.
Never did
Well, there was that door where Katarine had dispelled the wall magic.
Oh yeah, that's what we
Yes.
went through to get here.
They used one of the statues. To
Okay,
get
thank you. I'm just trying to visualize for myself
Yeah.
up above.
And because Ash's broken nature, he was able to re-rotate, take it off, and as it's closing, teleport through.
Okay.
So you have not lost any of the statues.
Cool.
Because the doors typically only stay open so long as the statue is in them.
Okay.
So go ahead. What were you saying, Katarine?
I cannot fly anyone over the crevice this time. That is
I-
over.
I'll just. Well, we have to go back over the crevice. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Get to the
Go back.
crevice.
Fenn's
That's-
gonna keep going and just basically make a land bridge with his body. Is that possible?
Horrifying.
For everyone other than Bart Pod, yes.
Oh,
Yeah. But I can jump that anyway.
Yeah. Just everyone else, they don't weigh enough for you to be under any threat of fall.
Okay. Cool.
So that door that we opened with the statue is closed behind us?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're stuck in here?
No, you can see underneath it. You can
Oh.
like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That door has a. That door has a crevice.
So there's one more door over here.
I don't have hands to open it.
So once everyone's over, I'll try and open it.
You said you're gonna
Yeah.
try? Alrighty. The door opens. You see a large pile of rubble up ahead that separates you from another room that you can kind of peer over at. that has some type of marking on the floor.
Shall we send a scout? And I scratch Misha's little head.
I thought you were going to volunteer me there.
No,
No,
it's-
not today.
The cat. The cat questions your loyalty.
So is it Misha's the cat?
Misha is a stoat. It's a weasel type creature.
never a bad idea to send a scout.
Yes.
A stout.
A stout scout.
Stout. God.
It's a stoat scout, but
Scout.
the stout stoat scout.
I'm trying to decide whether Ash is going to grab the stout, throw it ahead. So sure, why not?
So she'll blink, and as she does, her eyes go like completely milky white, and she will use Misha's senses.
Then have Misha walk forward.
Okay. I was getting his character sheet
Th-
open.
Okay. You see that there is another corridor down here that leads over to another one of these locked doors as well. But you also see a set of stairs that go deeper down, just past all the rubble.
Okay. I'll let him listen, and see if he can hear any sounds, any movement, anything like that.
Have him roll a perception.
And he has advantage on anything that relies on hearing or smell.
Alrighty.
Perception. 20.
That's pretty good.
And Katarine herself is like, where are people? I need someone here. But
Yeah, while she's doing that, Bart's going to, like, prop himself next to her and, like, gently let her know that he's there so that she can put his arm
okay, yeah, so
put
she
her
can
arm
center
around him.
herself, and then we'll listen to with
Yes. So, as Misha listens closely. Yes, cat. It hears dripping water, as well as the sound of torch flames. But nothing else. Stillness.
After a moment of that, I will snap him back to me. It seems that on the right is a door that has a lock on it, and then from that stairs, do not hear anything out of the ordinary. It should be safe to continue.
Okay.
Go ahead and move yourselves, everybody.
This
You have to go prone to climb over the rubble.
this is the door here that is locked.
Oh, that door's locked. Okay.
Does the door have another statue lock on it?
This one does. Yes.
Ash is gonna stick. Oh, he doesn't have the statue. Vance has a statue. Vance, open the store.
All right. I'll open the door. I'll stick the statue in the
Alright.
door and
It rotates and the door slowly opens. Boop. You see inside
Water.
A room-
Barta, stay out of it.
a room that has a large sink of water and has what appears to be bits of parchment floating inside of the water, slowly getting eaten by the nature of the moisture on it.
Can I very delicately reach over and pluck it out?
Sure, give me a sleight of hand.
Oof. 3.
3. You begin pulling it out, but you rip a corner of it because it's so soft now and goes back into the water.
Fuck.
Okay, take the 2 scimitars and kind of put them under it and try and lift it out on the blades of the scimitars.
I'll stop them. And I'll mage hand it out.
Okay. Your spell casting is charisma, correct?
Yep.
Give me a charisma check
Pure charisma, got it.
to see how well you can control the hand to gently lift it.
Wow.
7. Rips another corner.
Ash sighs and gives it to himself.
Ash very gently, as a sailor, knows how to save things from the water carefully, puts both his hands in there and cradles it upwards, allowing the parchment to rest on his arm as it folds on either side. Picks up a second one on the other arm, picks up a third one between his hands. He has all 3 pieces of paper now.
That's how it works.
Thank you.
Can I read the paper?
You cannot. Samdi can.
Can anyone read this?
I can.
Alrighty. This appears to be some type of letter that was tossed down here to be disposed of. There seems to be a tense familiarity between the individuals that are writing these letters back and forth to one another. Based off of the age of these pages, somebody was here recently, but looking around, there's been no signs of anybody being here recently. The letter is between Silk and Zyrens. Zyren was asking Silk if he knows where more of the sand can be found. And Silk was expressing no. The previous captain has not told us where he hid it. We're still looking. However, Pharaoh Yuzta is still regenerating, and we can still use the blood to control whatever we desire.
You write down Pharaoh used to?
Sure thing.
Is he a Pharaoh because he used to be someone?
Does it mention the captain's name?
No, it just says the captain.
I saw 5, not 5, like 4, all 4 of you look at me in shame.
It would have been 5.
It was good. It was
if I
really
could.
good. Fucking brilliant.
But somebody liked it.
Keep that up, and I'll have to break out my webcam.
Is that a threat against me?
What?
I'm concerned. TOS is a thing, buddy.
What?
Terms of service. No nudity on mics.
No, I would. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Alrighty. But that's what the 3 letters going back and forth seem to be detailing. And they were tossed in this to be destroyed.
Press to digitate to dry them.
All 3 of them are dry. They are crackled because of the nature of drying paper afterwards. They're delicate, but they are not currently being destroyed. You'll have to be very careful in your handling with them and where you keep them in order to preserve them.
So Somni's read them both sides.
They only wrote on one side, but yeah.
Yep. And I'll relay this to everyone else.
Interesting. They are some sort of necromantic magic. magic. I am not surprised, to be honest.
I know who Silk is. Who's Zyrene's?
Would I know who Siren is?
Yes, he is the leader of the Almaj.
I will relay
Okay.
that.
Silk is I'm not really the leader of Iaman, and Almaj is the leader of, or Zyrens is the leader of Almaj.
Silk was the racist.
Yes. Alright. Are we ready to continue?
Joe, did you see what I typed there? Am I capable?
No, I did
I
not.
put it in the Fenrith begins dragging rocks away from the opening.
Oh,
I
okay, there you go.
I didn't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
interrupt everybody doing stuff. So
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I looked at my carrying and lifting capacity. I can move 855 pounds right now.
I figured you can move the
Okay,
rocks. Yeah.
cool. Just making sure.
Do you want to drop it down the hole in the?
I dropped the biggest one down the hole.
All right.
That's the
Does he
easiest
hit the
place to-
spider?
That's the easiest place to
Roll me a d100. We're gonna find out. If you roll 100, you hit that fucking spider.
I switched the room. Did I see anything else?
I see.
20.
Ah,
Nah, that doesn't hit the spider. Roll me investigation.
Investigation.
Or at least make a loud splash.
Consistent.
11. There's the pages in the water that look like they were placed in there to be slowly dissolved. There is a slight pinkish tint to the water, and when you look inside, there's a pair of gardening gloves that are stained pink as well. Presumably somebody was cleaning blood off of them, or berry juice, maybe. Who knows?
I prefer beats.
But that's about it. I prefer Battlestar Galactica.
There's just a giant snakehead that's peering through, waiting for you all.
I pulls out the gloves and sees if he can tear it any
You're trying to tear open the gloves?
to see if they're magical.
Okay. Yeah, they're not breaking.
I just say
Oh.
probably not strong.
Do you
It
mind if I
beast
hold on to those for later?
puts them on?
I would be able to identify what they are at some point. And if they would be helpful to you, then I will tell you what they are.
Sure. Then Kai hands them over.
And there are also ways, if you have something that belonged to someone, that you can find them using that thing. It is not magic I know currently, but it is something that can be done. If we ever need to know where Silk may be.
So, as you're holding on to these linen-lined gloves have a rough and sandy quality to them, but they feel incredibly durable and resilient. Would you say, Fen?
The gloves of dueling, you must remove it and slap someone in the face, which puts them under the command duel spell.
Oh, Catherine would be the worst person to give those to.
I don't know why those aren't. I don't know why.
Come
Those
at
aren't
me,
actually a-
bitches!
I don't know why those aren't actually a thing, but yeah.
Don't tell everybody all my homebrews, huh? But anyways, you found you found a little bit of evidence. And I think we're going to go on break, and you all can discuss if you wish to delve deeper, or if you have sufficient proof for your own liking. But regardless, we'll be right back. Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump back into the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community just a little bit further, you can become a member on our channel. You can also join our Patreon down in the link in the description below, get into our Discord server, and potentially play in any of our games. We do have open slots available that do not have a wait list currently, so be sure to reach out and let me know. Where last we left off, the party had ventured deeper into the dungeon, coming across an open room filled with spider sacks and these large, monstrous foci spiders that, luckily, you all managed to kill fairly quickly. After that, Fen used himself as a bridge for everybody to cross over the hulking gaps as a giant snake, and allowed each of you to examine a different room. This room had a basin of water that had a couple of notes between two of the most influential individuals in all of Casino. Zyrens, the leader of the Amaj, and Silk, the leader of Iaman. These letters are slightly incriminating, but maybe enough so that you could bring it to light and have something go against them. You all have discussed amongst yourselves what you wish to do, and you came to the general conclusion that you have to go deeper. So, you all go over to the other room, climbing over the last bits of small rubble that Fen had cleared out mostly for you. And you all start going
Question: is the stuff on the floor at all? Has it been like the same things, like the symbolism, or anything like that?
down. All of the symbols have been different, but designed the same.
Okay. I highly doubt I've seen anything like that before. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Just wondering.
So, you all take the stairs downwards, and you're on a very long spiral down. The stairs go very deep
In game or
underneath.
in real life?
I don't think y'all can get any lower in real life, but you walk these stairs for a long period of time. Oh yeah, Fen, I have to huge you, and Bart, you can just drag the token onto the new map yourself. Eventually, you come down to the end of these stairs, where you see everything is perfect down here. There's barely any scratches on the floor. The walls are non-cracked, beautiful. And you seem to be inside of some landing area that leads on into a different room. Let me bring you all down to this map. There's a set of double doors that look wide open and have these very ancient scribings and markings all across them. Further past these doors, you see there's an uplifted podium that has 4 different stands prepared. And when you look at those stands, they all have a groove that looks like it would fit these statues. Be sure to update its hit points, Bart.
And we left one behind, just FYI.
Yep, I know.
Who left it behind upstairs?
Yep. Ignore the one that you see on the map itself. All 4 of them are empty.
And these doors are open right now, these double doors?
Yeah, they're open.
Do the stairs at the bottom both go up, or does one go down?
The left side, where the stairs are broken, and the ceiling sealed
Okay.
off. But the right side, that is where you came down from.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do my thing with the torches.
I'm gonna.
You go over to the sconces and start tossing them into the corners.
Yep.
I apologize, you having a hugify me. I'm gonna go ahead and drop form because I can't really assist them too much if I stay in this giant snake form.
Fen is now Fen.
Yeah. Oh, that's tab, not delete.
Have we found 4 of them so far, or only 3? There's the one I'm carrying. There's the one that
Pat
Bartop
has-
picked up, and then there's the one we left upstairs. Those
The
are the
one-
only 3 I can think of.
The one just upstairs that we just left from.
No, there was another floor up from that. I think we left one.
On the third,
Yeah.
you left one. Upstairs was the fourth.
Shit, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go get that, aren't we?
So you have 2 on you.
And then we know of a third.
You know of a third, but you don't know of a fourth.
So we probably need to go get the other one. Or somebody needs to go get it.
Do we want to?
I mean, come on, this is pretty obvious. Are we going to go all the way down to a dungeon and not set up the intricate trap to see what it does? I mean, where's the sense of
I
adventure?
like this one. This
I
one.
mean-
This one is good.
I feel bad. Could I redact my change and in my snake form go back and get the other one?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought we were like down here, and I thought it was on the 4th floor. That was my misunderstanding. I apologize.
Because I could have sworn we have, like, once we get that one, I could have sworn we had 4.
No, you only have 3.
Because I have one.
The first
Vance
floor,
is carrying one.
that is the one that Vance took. The second floor was the one that you all skipped. The third floor was the spider sack one that you took. And now you're missing one.
This is the 4th floor.
But we've looked in every room
There's still the room we never went to on the other side of the hooks,
with the rod.
which is right next to the one that we left behind.
Yeah, so there's a second. One of the floors had 2, and there was a thing we didn't do by hanging the rod on the hooks.
Right.
So
I think
Back
we
up
all
to
have to
floor
go
number
back
2.
up floor number 2.
Yep.
Bart's form's gonna be back to Bart by that time.
Aren't there rooms
Fine, it's
down here?
armor.
I guess there are rooms down here, but we know we're missing one, and we know we skipped that room.
And yeah. In Beast to some D and Bart, I'm just saying it would not make sense to start something when we don't have all of the pieces from above.
All right. So, you all head back up to. Let me find that floor. 1 second. I'm getting there. Okay. This one. Who are we missing? Fen?
Yeah.
I'll drag myself out. Oh, you got it.
You're here. Yeah. Just need to hugify you.
Just go here for now.
Well, all of you need to go down. There's the one right here.
And then there's the door over here.
That is correct.
Lead the way, my friends, because I have not been here before.
So, wasn't this trapped unless we had that door unlocked?
No,
No,
it
no,
was.
the trap was already
Oh,
triggered.
okay.
It was an alarm.
Yes, it was an alarm.
I got a mental message to grab it. I resisted and
That's right.
So good. Okay.
All right.
Jesus.
Ash, you have the quarterstaff. If you would put it on the rod, please. Behind.
Well, you need
Oops.
to.
We got to mount the
But-
things on it first. So do we use the 2 we have, or do we use one of the ones in here? Does it matter?
Don't think it matters.
I size and stick sail in the core staff.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So do I.
Which 2? Which two? There's one with an unhinged jaw, one with a closed jaw, and one with the wings pointing outwards.
Open jaw and closed jaw, not jar. Because those were the first two we found, if I remember right.
And the open wing one was downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll help Ash mount those on the pole, and then if Ash wants to go hang it on the hook.
I was about to ask, are there any markings on the door, but I forgot I can't read.
I take a look and see.
Alrighty. You go over to the door or not door, it's the wall. It just has hooks on it that look like it could fit the rod.
Oh.
This is gonna be such bait, and we're actually got no idea where we're going.
God damn it. Ben,
Sorry.
Stop moving. Right there. Alrighty then.
Trap kills us all.
Rocks fall. Everyone dies. Then Joey starts laughing.
Is this hallway noticeably clean?
No,
No, it has mushrooms in it.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Gelatinous cubes come from either end.
Who's putting the rod up onto the main?
Ash will, but he's keeping a teleport on standby as much as he can.
Alrighty. You place it up there, and as it sits into the hooks push forward and droop down. As soon as they drop about 6 inches, you all hear a loud and the wall behind this staff slowly drops. Behind it is a 4th statue.
Oh.
What makes this one different?
There's one statue with a mouth unhinged, one statue with a mouth closed, one statue with wings that breach outwards, and now the 4th statue has wings that breach inwards.
So one like this, and the other one's like this. Okay.
That would be our 4th statue.
All right. So everybody grab a statue. Oh, Fen probably can't. Or Bartov, I guess.
I just opened my mouth.
I would imagine that by now, am I out of lizard form?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been way too long now. Yeah.
Okay.
So Bart is just Bart.
Cool. While that's all going on, can Katarina pass me the scale mail?
Sure. No
I'll
problem.
hold on to one statue.
I'll carry one.
I have one.
Ash, the staff is now weighted awkwardly, no longer as a quarterstaff, with the 2 statues grooved into the ends.
Oh,
Well, we can take
Can
them back
we
off.
remove?
You can certainly try.
did you guys mess up my core staff? And I try pulling them off.
They don't move at all.
How would that work for down below? Do we need 2 more statues?
Don't know.
Or if it's no, never mind. I can't. Never mind. Can't talk.
It's not.
Snake.
Well, you can talk to Sam D.
Maybe I say to some D. Maybe the 2 need to be next to each other while still in the quarterstaff. I don't know if Carl's here to put that, but I'm sure he would.
Carl will tell you all. Sam D.
Yeah,
will tell you.
maybe
I
they.
tell you,
Oh,
I can
you're
speak
here.
snake.
Snake.
Snake. I am eating some
Birthday.
hot luck actually.
Ooh. Potluck's fucking good.
It's got chickpeas, kidney beans,
I'll take the
cherry tomatoes.
I'll take the closed the closed wing one. I can hold it in my mouth probably.
That one?
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Okay. Who has the wide one? All right. And who's going to be carrying this rod?
I will. Which has the closed jaw and open jaw ones?
That is correct.
Missed the mic. Where's that?
It's now
A
just
double hammer.
a fairly heavy, probably like 10, 15 pound large stick with weights on either end of it.
Gnomed hooked hammer. Pathfinder people.
Yeah.
So, you all go back down?
Yes.
Yep.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
How long do you think that took overall?
Up, down, another like 30
Okay,
minutes.
Cool. Yeah, because I have 3 hours on my
Right.
animal
You're
time.
fine. So, you're all down here.
And we are supposed to see this entire map. There's not supposed to be like shadow or anything, right?
Oh no, there's supposed to be dynamic lighting.
Yeah, there's not.
There's not.
Ominous sarcophagus.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Forget what you saw.
Yes, forget what you
Forget
saw.
the man behind the curtain.
Because I didn't pop up on my character, I immediately popped up on the thing below. And I was just like, I don't think I'm supposed to see that.
I didn't see a man behind a curtain. I didn't see a curtain.
So, Ash, you're holding on to the staff.
Yeah, the messed up staff.
As you walk over to the doors, there's a little vibration coming from them. And when you look at it, the hieroglyphics begin turning into words that you can understand.
Come vibration from the staff or from the door?
The door.
Oh, what does it say?
You look at the door. The seal of the great pharaoh, protected by all who wish to destroy his regime. Yuzta, though powerful in nature, only his power can release him.
I got a bad feeling about this, and I call everyone else over.
We can't see these runes, right?
You see hieroglyphics, but none of you know
Yeah.
this language.
I'm gonna ask.
Right now, Ash, it translates in his mind for him.
And Ash
So
hasn't told us what
only
he
his
said.
power can release him?
Only his power can
Did Ash
release
tell
him.
us?
Well, I did. I told them. I told you guys. Hey, these words change, and now you can read them.
I'd say to Carl, what is it?
No.
Or Samdi, what does it say?
Somebody can't read it.
Andy's gonna
None of
look
us
at you.
can read it.
Well, what does it say, Ash?
I pushed the staff into his hands. Can you read it now?
Into whose hands?
Yeah.
Somebody? Alright, Somebody is fucking heavy. Ugh.
Can you read
Yeah,
it now?
I have a standard 10 strength.
It vibrates and then, yeah, you can read that.
I'll say, well, yes, I can.
Cool. It's the staff, and Ash grabs the staff back. It says, and then he says what it says.
I'm gonna look at Fen. No,
Oh, you know, you're good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna look at Fen, and I'm going to say, since the two of us were the ones that heard it, you think the person
Saw it.
that says that, no, heard it. Like, I'm talking about something
thing
different.
on the first
Oh.
floor.
Yeah.
On the first floor
yeah,
when we first entered, only Samdi and I heard it.
Sorry, potluck breath.
Ew.
Santi in the middle of eating something he found. Like, where the fuck were you keeping that? It's a rat. No. I'm gonna say to Fen, you don't suppose that the individual who wanted his focus would be our So adamantly protected Pharaoh Yusta, right?
It would make sense.
Catherine,
Yes.
did you not find a focus, that new ring on your necklace?
That is a focus.
Does it match the style of all of the other artifacts here?
Roll me an Arcana check, Catherine.
Ash is looking around at all the walls while you guys are talking.
Can I
Arcana check
assist?
for me.
While Samdi's assisting, I'm going to like hiss out to Samdi. I think we should assist him and let him out.
27 on the Arcana.
Pretty good.
I'll nod to him.
So, the ring is not made from the same era that this magic was made. It has completely different stylings and looks definitely a bit more modern, but not a Bakwin. A Bakwin magic is usually woven into some type of nature that it stems from. Even the arcane pulls its influence from nature. This seems more direct, bold formations and callings of magic. Something that you are much more familiar with as Arcana.
Mm-hmm. This is much newer and not the Bakwood. It could be.
Is the staff the focus then?
Under certain circumstances, weapons can be focuses, yes.
And we got this little message from him when we picked up one of the statue pieces. I.e., what can serve as one of the heads of the staff.
This is true.
Samdi,
However-
do those doors open?
It is always an advantage to know that something is a trap before you spring it.
What did you ask, Sven?
I was asking Samdi since he's near there. He's the only one that can understand me. Do those doors open? Because if there's nothing marking this room at all currently on the back wall to kind of give identification, granted we haven't looked up. Are these like kind of like pillars, or not pillars, but like almost like stone podiums?
Podiums.
Okay.
Pedestals.
Yeah, pedestals. Yeah.
Yes.
Are there any markings on anything to identify, like potentially like how to place these?
Oh.
Some conveniently located glyphs in order on the back wall.
Because Fenn's thought, just instinctually, is that there would be something, but if it's not here, then it's probably going to be past these rooms, into potentially through these rooms if we can get through.
Samdi. With him pointing this out to you, you look over at the pedestals,
Mm-hmm.
and you know which ones go where. The open mouth goes here. The closed mouth should go there. The inwards wings there. The outward wings there.
He's not holding
But-
the staff right now, you know.
Oh. Scratch all of that. Ash. Fuck it. Whatever. Just ignore everything I just said.
I have a suspicion that I know where these go.
Where?
What do you think,
Okay.
Ash?
It seems pretty obvious to me, and I'm not exactly a cheap, whatever. Each spot,
Intelligent.
Kai just gives Hash just gives him a look and then the one with the open mouth goes over there, and then Ash explains the rest. Ash walks over to the one with the open jaw, and it tries to pull the it off with his rod.
It doesn't remove. But you see new words that form on the first statue. Only challenge him by knowledge.
Ash looks at the statue. Only challenge him by knowledge? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means that we are not going to fight him. We are going to have to engage in some kind of riddle or battle of wits. Given how much of our resources we have had to spend to get down here, that is actually quite relieving.
Well, my field of expertise is pretty specific. I'm not sure it applies down here.
Joey, I am dropping form now. Like, for sure. Like, yeah. Because I want to do something.
All right. Whoop. You're you.
I just need to check the wording on this spell. I'm taking out.
Guys, he brought me spells.
I have one prepared. I have one stash that I made sure to keep on me, and I crack one of my, I have like a bird skull, I just crack it, and incense and like smoke start kind of flowing out, and I'm gonna ritually cast divination, and I want to try and get in contact with the pharaoh.
Dude, you're smelling enough as it is.
It says I can contact with a god or a god's servant. I don't know what type of thing, but pharaohs always thought themselves as gods, I believe, at least in the real world sense. But
I dig that. That's cool.
So, you crack the skull, and the incense floods through the room. And you begin thinking about this pharaoh, Usta. The incense swirls around and turns into a long, coiling white serpent from the smoke, whose eyes are as black as any depth that any of you have ever experienced.
oh shit! You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak to him in bestial, since I understood him in that, I believe. Yeah, I wish to help you. But are you, when unleashed, going to rightfully claim what is yours in this place? Since you are currently being used anyways.
So your question is, if we release you, what then?
Yes.
my servant, Yusta, will seek those that have stolen our blood. We will use theirs. And once again, use our great power to convert or destroy the weak. You will either become like us or die. Then the smoke subsides and drifts elsewhere.
What was that about?
Fuck.
That's some deck shit, bro.
Yeah. Fuck.
We had a serious moment.
Had.
So I spoke to I think something's more in charge of this pharaoh than the pharaoh being in charge. And they definitely want to take... They said they want to take the blood from, like, those that have been taking their blood. So, I mean, it'll deal with Silk.
That would be Silk and Zyrons.
Mm-hmm.
So they want vengeance on the people that took blood from them?
And use their blood.
Use their blood for what?
Power, dominion, shaping the world in their, way, yada, 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 that kind of, I want to rule.
So, competing or in line with what Silk had?
Huh?
Silk's idea was to,
Oh, it's exactly the same.
but is it the same people that they're wanting in charge?
Oh, no. Like, instead of Silk being in charge and having probably their people be the leaders, it'd be, Yusta and his god probably making everybody in their light. They said they want the strong, so, I mean, that's just the way the world goes, if you're not at the top of the food chain,
Right.
kind of is what it is.
The question becomes, do we want another player in the political game? We already have our friend from the prison.
Oh, I don't
going
think
after
he's a
Silk.
player. He's kind of like in there, just wants to stab back at people, and then he's just gonna go back home probably when he's
Sure,
done.
but if he accomplishes what he wishes to do, he upsets the entire political structure. And this would be another way to do that.
What do you think, Samdi?
If we do nothing with them, they still have their blood.
They're gonna keep doing the purple sands, and that's more of the issue.
I'll be very honest, I could care less what happens after we're done with everything, but I don't think our employer will like, well, that outcome.
The other thing is that this power that they're using is from these people, so blood magic is definitely something they use, so there's the possibility that this magic will just continue, but potentially on a greater and more powerful scale, because they actually know how to control this properly. That's a possibility. We don't know.
Isn't that basically what he told you he was going to do?
No, he more said shape the world and like their image. You know, gods are really all about that kind of stuff. I hear. Follow in my domain. Yada yada yada. Be peaceful.
Oh yes, always sounds so peaceful when they talk about world domination. Bending people to their will and forcing them to obey their commands.
I mean, don't gods already do that?
People do it too.
They already have set rules on what they do.
In my experience, men tend to do it more often than gods.
I thought you were about to say women. But I've met Katarine and I would disagree.
I was going to say, you know the company I keep.
So before we do this, I think we need to decide what we're going to do. They're going to keep using him, so we either deal with it, and they can't use it, or we let him out. And then they can't use it, but then he just runs free.
This seems to be a running theme. These shadow organizations only have their power because they are bending higher entities to their will. On the one hand, I don't like that they are using eldritch horrors to gain power and influence over their fellow man, but there is that thought in the back of my head. While they may be using it for their own means, perhaps is net force for good by keeping these entities in check.
I would agree.
It's risk.
Devil
you know versus devil you don't.
And a potential devil who owes us a favor.
I don't think he might give us gifts. Think of it like a king. Kings don't like to owe people things.
Yes, I was going to say, you know better than that. When you do a favor for someone much more powerful than you, they do not repay in kind. They toss you a token of their gratitude and then continue to lord over you.
Still, a token is more than what we had before.
You have a point, and I'm not entirely attached to the status quo of this land, so destabilizing it a little might, at the very least, cause a little bit of social interest. The system, as I've seen it so far, is inherently shit, so...
Yes, and when there is chaos, there is opportunity.
It's a little warmer than the home we are used to, but it could make a good place to build.
It is the only place we have to build right now.
Here's the thing, though, and this is a very important thing, is that there is some higher entity above this pharaoh. That I don't even know who it is.
In the words of a wise man, there is always a bigger fish.
Somebody religion check, please.
Oh, lovely.
Vance. Religion check.
Oh God.
Can I even give guidance?
You're not aware that
exactly. This is like in their minds, yeah. That's why I was asking, because it's like that's like in their
I'm gonna use my game advantage.
Sure.
Oh, 14.
Vance?
I'm sorry. Oh, religion?
Yes, sir. Samdi. When Fen did his divination, you saw the smoke and you could understand the creatures speaking to you. Or speaking in the room, not to you. Something about it there's a little familiarity. Something from your childhood, but you can't quite place it. It's been so long.
I think regardless, we need to put these statues into their places. Unless those doors open up and we can go deeper and find things, but
Excuse me.
I'll walk over and try and push open a door. Don't move.
It is a requirement.
It's a slide.
No.
Any gaps or any place to put a statue or?
Perfectly. None of the doors have any gaps, any handles, anything. Perfectly flush.
It is the statues we have to use.
After that, though, we should probably decide this before we use the statues. Because once we start going, we have to be together on this.
Agreed.
But isn't the statues the only real? Is it once we decide to use the statues? Isn't that the choice? Is there anything after that to choose? Either we do the statues or we don't. Isn't that really our choice?
Correct, but my thought is we should probably... They're clearly using this body, this leftover remains of this thing, right? Regenerating, that you guys found in the notes.
Yes, the pharaoh.
So, he's somewhere in here. And behind a locked door, an extremely locked door, is probably the biggest prize. So my assumption is his protection.
Certainly.
So if we do this, I guess there is a third option. Unless they have another way in, we can always take the keys.
I don't think they necessarily use the keys to... Well, maybe.
Perhaps, but also they could have a persistent setup around the pharaoh that
Correct.
is. So if we take the keys, they may not be able to even turn it off.
So, is it just the two options then? Either destroy the body or set him free?
I think that... Bear in mind the choices we have already made. We have already released one such being into reality. Set them free to enact their agency upon the world. What did you say that this pharaoh's goals were, if released? Subjugation. To rule.
The strong survive, the weak die. I mean, I'm not going to say that that's not a lifestyle that I've pretty much lived since, coming to Casino, though.
It seems that Casino is based on such tenets.
It is. Strength, not just in brawn.
The strong survive in Casino, no doubt, but the weak do not die, they are just exploited.
Just a horrible life.
Is there...
But is a horrible life better than no life at all?
There's afterlife. Maybe.
I'm not opposed to releasing this being, but we might be forced to clean up after ourselves if it
Later.
goes wrong.
And given enough time and enough ability to obtain resources and connections and spells, I feel confident that even if this thing were to cause trouble, at some point we could always deal with him later.
And this isn't just a regular thing to deal with, though. Keep that in mind. This is a very powerful being.
Hmm.
And once people find out that we were the ones released, you know they could easily turn that onto us. All of Casino would be against us at that point.
That is
That
if
is
they
the
find
other-
out it was us.
Okay.
Plus, is it really the first? Would it really be the first time any of us have been run out of a town?
Yes.
Oh,
No, you get used to it.
this is what town number 6 for us.
Oh my god. Okay, so 2 for letting him go. Vance, Ash.
Entrenched powers get corrupted over time. They've been here long enough that the powers to be are corrupted. I say we toss the dice, let somebody else play. We'll see what happens with them.
Ash.
That is 3.
Didn't we already let someone else go that we really shouldn't have?
Out
I
of
don't-
the
well-
prison.
So is that 4?
To not do it? Sure.
Or oh, you don't want to do it.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's,
Indeed.
yeah, I'm here. I'm thinking. Quite honestly, the idea does intrigue me. And I think, honestly, screwing up everything is a viable option. For my goals, at least. I don't know about you.
My goals are to amass resources, whether that is coin or skill or power or connection.
My goal is to find Gregor.
It seems that Gregor has been caught up in this mess. So, along the way, we may well find him.
Umdi.
Oh, yes.
Release or destroy this thing.
I'll be rather honest, I couldn't care less what happened to the rest of this place. I think that's a solid enough statement to say that I'm all for releasing this thing.
So regardless of my vote, it's 4-1 right now.
However, I do see where Ash
I have-
is coming from. Now, I do not know who Gregor is, but if he is important to you,
We can
if
find
we
him.
release this thing, he could destroy the chain of evidence. And if your person is tied to this, we may lose that thread.
It could also shake them up enough that they don't have as good of a grasp on wherever they're holding him, if
True.
they are holding him, and it may turn up because of the chaos.
That is true as well.
I hope y'all realize that there's no way to predict the future.
That is true. Well, no, it is
not
not
that
true.
we have access to. There
That
quite,
is a-
there quite
there is-
definitively is. We're just
There
not that
certainly
powerful yet.
is. No, it is not my specialty.
I just kind of casted a spell that does that.
It gives you a suggestion.
Yeah.
No,
It's
That's
very
a-
cryptic.
so I guess the other question is whether or not to just this is how do we want to proceed? Do we want to kick in the door by releasing this thing, or do we want to be
we
quiet
just-
and destroy it?
Yeah. So we are releasing it. I mean, we voted on it.
Yes.
That seemed fair to everyone. The majority of the group votes, and that's what we do.
That is much more fair than what I am used to. Ash,
Oh.
is this something that you would be cooperative in?
For now.
Well, guess you don't even need my vote, so let's release it.
Let us do it. And Katarine will go up to the pedestal and look to see which one her statue should go on.
So, the 2 available statues you all have, you place onto the proper pedestals. As you place them in, they naturally rotate to face away from all of you. The 2 that you put in is wings down, wings out.
Mhm.
What had it said earlier? I think we kind of interrupted you, Joey. When you were explaining to Ash what he saw, you were kind of explaining how potentially to release it, because you said the first statue said something on it, and then I think I was like, hey, I want a divination, and that kind of got mixed up. I didn't know if it was potentially...
The wall said something. He translated it.
Then
Sorry,
they
I
say
didn't-
he said the statue said something.
The runes, there was like,
Oh.
yeah.
You instinctually knew where they go while holding that rod.
So we need to remove this one from...
But you place the proper ones where they go. And you all hear a grinding sound through the left hallway as a door opens up into a different corridor.
So we have all 4 statues and all of their pillars.
No,
You
2.
have 2 statues and 2 pillars, and the other 2 cannot be removed right now
No.
from the rod.
Thank you. Sorry.
But now
Would
those 2
open the
doors
door.
have opened up.
1 door.
One.
The one on the left?
Yep.
Ah.
Let me go ahead. Now that I
Okay.
have my armor on, I'm most likely to be able to take a hit.
Be careful.
Always.
You were not careful about an hour ago. Okay, I feel like I need to remind you.
You don't need to remind me of anything.
Don't put your head in the pool.
I don't like the... What is this ground here? This looks different. This has an animation cell.
Hang on, before we go out any farther, I'm gonna get everyone really quick and like back at Bardakov to come back here.
You're so very quiet.
I'm gonna to get Bardakov to come back here.
I am not leopard anymore.
Okay. Sorry. Force of habit. There were things in here, so let's try and be quiet.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, very nice.
Already.
Did bring some
Well then.
things. Do you want me to put Pass Without a Trace in the...
No, I know
Cool.
what it does. So everybody roll your stealth checks, I suppose.
Ooh,
I
thank
can-
God.
I can roll with
Oh,
my own
fuck.
stat.
You have a 10.
I have
But you know my rule with
disadvantage.
group stealth checks.
Oh, yes.
If you roll a 1, you auto fail regardless of anybody else.
Ugh.
Same thing with a 20.
Oh, it's funny. Vance is just 2 halflings standing on top of each other.
Basically.
31.
Reroll that one.
So you all start walking down this corridor. Vance, you're not used to having scimitars at your side, I don't think, right? That's not your preferred
No,
weapons?
not normally.
So you kind of have to like remind yourself you have one in each hand as this kind of like clanking period. Like hold it close to you as you're walking. It's annoying.
I'll slice off
The
your
weasel
nipples.
has a 33.
He
Christ.
disappears.
That's a...
And
I
Vance.
open my mouth one time, he's in there.
Vance, you do notice something strange about the floor that Bardakov pointed out. There's a discoloration to it. It looks a little darker in that 10-foot area.
This floor patch is discolored.
Hmm.
Can I investigate it?
I would assist.
Sure.
Okay.
It's lifted up just a few centimeters higher than the rest of the floor. And when you look at the top of it, it almost looks like it's an pressure that would go down to cause something to happen. And there's flakes of blood on the top. Very dried blood.
Yeah, this looks like it's some form of pressure plate, and something at least bled here at some point.
Interesting.
Does it look like? Can I tell that it's like a 10-foot by? That it's 10 feet wide, roughly, by the coloring?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm gonna get a running start, and I'm gonna try and jump and kind of like put a foot off the wall to give myself some extra push, and leap over to the other side.
All right, roll me an athletics check. Or is your long jump far enough?
No, 8 would be my long jump.
Well, you're gonna have to rely on your athletics check.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh god.
He's gonna fall and land on it. It's actually a fucking like it actually just shoots him straight into the air.
So you jump, and as you land, your back foot pedals a little bit backwards and pushes. Where it drops, I need you to give me a dex save,
Okay.
Vance.
Ooh!
Natural 20.
Finally.
You instinctually grab the wall and throw yourself forward as you watch that floor directly underneath you right up into the
I
ceiling.
told
That
you.
would be a
Oh,
bad place
no.
to.
And then it slowly
Go,
comes
go, go,
back
go,
down.
go, go, go. Just quick.
Yeah, everyone just as it's coming
Athletics,
back.
everybody. Athletics, athletics.
Oh, no.
I am going to use my game advantage. Because
There's gonna be more of these coming up.
As everyone's jumping over.
16.
Do we have to? If we have a 11,
Well,
can we jump?
If you have a jump far enough,
Cool.
then you're fine. If you have a jump far enough, you're fine.
Oh yeah,
It's
my
only for
strengths
those
are
that
13,
don't have
so
a-
I can running jump 13 feet. We're good.
It's only for those that have shitty strength scores that have to
Yeah,
roll their
me
athletics.
too.
My
I bet-
negative strength score.
So 16 is good enough.
Ugh.
You managed to get to the other side. Samdi?
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Ash, you can just teleport, we know.
Shing, shing, shing.
da-dum, 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 dee-dee-dum. I'm gonna attempt an athletics over.
10. You leap over to the other side, just barely making it as your allies catch you. It's not a hard DC, it's 10.
I'm
It's
gonna
the
look at Vance.
punishment for failure that's horrible.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna look at Vance and I'm going to say, you made that seem a whole lot worse than it was.
Katarine, don't stand there.
Yeah,
yeah,
don't
Katarina
stand
is
there.
another one of those pressure
There's-
squares
Okay.
where
That's-
you're
Well,
standing.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
just to get us all to
jump
the other
around
side.
that one.
I'm just gonna try and swing around. Once Bardakov's gone, just gonna try and swing around that corner, rather than
All right, give
jump.
me an acrobatics.
That I better at.
Yeah. 19. Oh, you couldn't possibly have failed that one. +9. Whoop, you slip around to the other side.
Santi is going to go. Is going to like heave.
Can I help
And-
him? Like, just like.
Push him.
Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
jump,
sure.
he pushes me, shotgun style.
Sure thing, sure thing.
Get up under his haunch and just,
Hey, 12. He hoists you and you just stumbling and just falling on the ground holding on. You're doing great, Somdi.
Santi's gonna dust himself off again.
I suggest you do what not Ash did, Vance did, Katarine.
Yeah, I will try that. We will see how it goes.
I'll try and help her over.
Acrobatics.
Oh, I'm okay.
Oh, easy. Well, it's acrobatics for
Oh,
the
acrobatics.
curve
Okay,
one.
I'm much better at
But
the acrobatics.
you're much better. Yeah, you're fine. Vance holds out an arm. You grab that and just swing, hoisting yourself over and landing no problem. 20, Fen. You're fine. Wait. You have a jump that's far. I mean, if you just
Well, I mean,
wanna show
yeah,
off.
I didn't know because I can't really go.
So you have a
I thought it was
plus 10 to acrobatics.
Yeah.
What?
He just wants to show off.
I
It's fine.
took expert in acrobatics.
Why?
Why not?
Human.
So did I. He just must have a higher dex.
I want you to know that for all my human stuff, I took skill expert and prodigy.
I'm gonna try and jump this one, I guess.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. The fear of death. You just run and leap and accept hitting the fucking wall on the other side. Just goof. Okay.
Wait, hold
you're
on.
Fine.
Balls to the wall.
How much do I
Literally.
need for a running leap?
It's 10.
Yeah, so like, can I do this or is that?
You have 10 feet of movement, so that's only 5 feet. And then jump over there. That's why it's athletics for you.
I got it. I was wondering.
Ash is just staying back with his arms crossed, watching it all amusedly.
You're lucky there's no torches in that damn hallway.
I cast a light cantrip.
Because otherwise I would use the light cantrip and just fuck with you.
Yeah, that worked out so well for you last time.
It did. It pinned you back into the hallway with the traps. So
Not until
do
I,
not try.
not after I passed the darkness.
Somdi, do you need help again?
Hold on.
Bickering children. I dispel both of your magics. Enough.
Could I have an idea, but it is stupid.
Are you gonna hover?
I do not have my wings anymore. I was thinking perhaps to use lightning lure on myself and put myself
It
across and
pulls you
possibly
towards
fast.
yourself.
It towards you.
I know, but I was wondering if it was a thought to use. Yeah, but it feels towards
Stuck
me.
to
I can't.
myself.
Attack Ash. He gets pulled back into the thing.
That's true.
Oh. I'm gonna
That-
jump over.
That is very tempting to not.
I'm going to.
Actually, Katarine, give me an intelligence check.
Oh,
Because there is a way you
this
can do
is
this.
this is what I do. Okay, intelligence check.
Board whip.
No, I think I know where you're
Fuck!
going with this.
I knew it as soon as you said it.
You have no idea how to do this
No, I will burn a spell slot and misty step.
already. Now, I'll tell you now because it's fucking hilarious. You can cast range of touch spells and self spells.
But
Oh no, it's only range of touch. It's not range of self. That's a range of self, not
Ah.
touch.
it did red.
Because it was range of touch, then your familiar could.
Yeah, you're familiar, kid. Yeah.
Well, it's self. It's not touch. The familiar can only cast
Yeah,
range
that's
of
what I mean.
touch
Yeah, they could do
spells.
touch, but-
So,
Fuck.
here comes
Wow.
your friendly neighborhood flying crocodile.
The more you know. I'm just there to catch him. I have, like,
Could I,
arms out.
could I,
With
do you
arms
want a
out,
D8 lightning damage Sandy as assistance? I can pull you across now.
Oh no.
Yeah. Hey!
You see him kind of fumble.
Who
Katarine,
needs a handbag?
give me a dex check to see if you can cast it in time to just yoink him across.
Dex check.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
And I would do anything for
Somebody dexterity saving throw.
Lizard pancakes.
No.
Actually, technically not a lizard, but
Crocodile pancake.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
Reptilian.
reptile.
Reptile pancake.
Not like this. Not like this, Somebody.
This is a wild fucking trip.
We got ourselves a squirrely little fucker.
Every instinct in your body becomes feral as you feel yourself lying on the edge of this platform and it's rising towards the ceiling, and you just roll off and slam your body onto the ground as it claps into the ceiling and slowly comes back down. You survived, but just by the scales of your tail.
I'm going to, like, Sandy is like, his legs and feet are in the air. And he's gonna look at Fen. I think I developed a wrestling move.
Death roll.
All right, Katarine, you're the one. Oh, you said Misty Steps.
Yes,
so you're
I
across,
was
yeah.
like, fuck it.
All right, Misha will just walk across them over towards you.
How
Yes, his
adorable.
little self.
He doesn't weigh enough to cause it to trigger.
puts weight on a platform.
Imagine if it did trigger though. It's just this poor stone.
No, I'm just imagining.
Just gets evaporated.
And see that
Can
one
I-
coming, did you?
Can I say something? I'm imagining like
Yeah.
if like accidentally like some rocks fall and like just go over the weight limit. We're like, oh no, the poor stoat, and then it slowly goes back down. And there was a perfectly stoat-sized hole at the top.
It just looks at you all confused.
I am in
It's
danger.
too stupid to know there's a problem.
Oh god, is this door openable, Joey?
You get over to the other side.
It's fucking
and
locked.
the door reads that Ash can read it. Ash can read the door. Oh wait, no, that door is open. I apologize. Yeah, forgot. Yeah, it's open.
Why are we waiting?
Walk through.
We were at a door. We didn't know it was open.
We had to wait for Misha. He's an important member of this group. He contributes so much
Ah, yes, doors, the bane of our party. Of all parties.
of all parts.
Also,
There's another open door right there.
Oh,
Which one? This one or this one?
If it's open, it's open.
this one.
Well, that one is open, but there are spikes.
You see that.
Do we,
There's a little gap of about 2 feet above
do
the
we need to
spikes.
stealth again?
And when you look over them, you see a tremendous amount of bones on the other side.
Nope.
I feel like I know what this is.
No thanks. I choose life.
No.
There's bones over here
That-
too.
That being
If you all wish
said,
to re-stealth, feel free.
Yes, let us re-stealth.
I have no faith that this way holds life either.
Still have your +10.
You did better than before.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Use them rolls up.
Oh, y'all are so
Sam
sneaky right now.
D's on all fours. Just
We're
like,
gonna
"Mm."
give this fucking spider the biggest fright of its life.
It's
But
just
guess what,
nursing
bitch? We're back! Oh yeah!
It's poking. It's
You
just
tried running
poking
away.
the rock that almost just crushed it.
Oh, more importantly, did the rock land on the sarcophagus?
You didn't roll poorly enough for that to happen.
Fuck. Who did
Just
that?
the mangled
So-
mummy of the pharaoh.
As you walk past the threshold, who's holding the rod again?
Ash.
Ash? You read the door. The challenger may speak.
Everyone's
So-
looking at you, Ash.
Buttercup will just gesture
Well,
at Katarine like most
I'm-
intelligent person in the group.
I mean, I haven't told anyone what it says.
Nope.
Yeah, we're looking at you. You can translate.
It says the champion can speak.
If this is a battle of wits,
Yeah, but what
perhaps
is
we
wit?
should
Is
talk
it
to the person who
knowledge?
is actually armed.
Is it knowledge? It could be charisma. It could be how charismatic you are. It could be how wise you are. We don't know.
Could I make an insight check to see what could be used here? What is
I
Based
insight
on
check the
what
DM.
happened.
Can I? Yeah.
Well,
let me
just-
insight check the D.
Well, insight check, like,
Go
what
for
would,
it.
considering everything that we have learned so far about this culture, what would they value the most?
I yells out, and the Ash yells out, anyone here?
Oh, yes,
Your
forget.
voice does not carry in that room.
Does he
Oh,
carry? But
only
it's-
the challenger may speak. It means that
so it's
the rest of us are
si-
silenced.
So
Yeah, but Ash was
silence.
silenced.
Ash, what is your intelligence score?
Oh boy.
What's the reverse of speech?
I
can't. I'm just mute.
112.
You have a
Yeah.
12? Your voice carries 5 feet.
Okay.
What about a 7?
Negative. You don't even hear your
Negative
thoughts.
15.
I'm in pretty much the same boat as Fen. I'm at 9. So
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh fuck! I wanted to do this before, but I don't know who's gonna be the challenger. Fuck.
I
So, Katarine,
Yes.
roll me your insight check
insight check. Yes,
that you asked for a few minutes ago.
insight. 8.
You know, there's a lot of different cultures that you've been learning about in this area, and only the strong survive. They might be one of those brutish idiots, or maybe they have more insight into strength than you originally thought, or something, you know? But, like, you can't pinpoint specifically what they value.
Would I, as people are speaking and things like that, would I'm far enough away from Ash that I could not hear him, correct?
Yes.
So
You are
I'm
blessed.
still in the room, so I can speak.
there is something. Could I
Sit-
figure out what is doing that? Like make a knock.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Can I tell that my voice is suppressed?
You couldn't tell me that 30-20 on the Arcana.
Yeah, like that. Dirty 20. There may be some stagnant magic in here that senses things that go by it. Like a sensory type effect in the area. You look at the door, and yeah, there's a magical scan that seems to look at individuals. Right there in the door's groove.
Certainly.
So if you walk through the threshold, it immediately scans you and then affects you.
Joey.
There is some sort of evaluation.
Yes, Fen?
I'm sorry. I was gonna ask. Since I had asked the question, could I insight it as well? Like asked her. Yeah. Okay,
Sure.
just wondering. Just because I was kind of thinking about it. So, 16.
Based off of what you've been looking at from the different hieroglyphics, from the intricate nature of their puzzles, their protective sequencing, they want individuals that are cunning. They value that very highly, or at least they use that very highly
I'm going.
in order to gatekeep people who just can't meet you.
I'm going to walk
Meet
over
them.
to Katarine, and this is going to lose concentration on Pass Without a Trace. But I'm going to put an arm on her like shoulder here, and one of my tattoos disappears, and on you is like this like kind of tribal-ish fox that is on you. You have Fox's Cunning, and I'm casting Enhance Ability.
No,
Your stout starts poking the tattoo.
that is.
You have advantage on intelligence checks.
No. This is interesting magic, Finn. And she will take the few steps into the area.
Yep.
I feel like this might be something that I should be doing.
I agree.
And what is your intelligence?
Her intelligence score is 18.
Okay. So that is
20.
20 feet. Your voice carries 20 feet. Thank you.
Mine's a 14, so I can speak 10 feet.
And everybody else, it's 5 feet per +1 that you have.
I will challenge
And if
the
you don't have a
feral.
+1, it is really 0. You walk out. Well, walk out there. As you see, the map is much bigger.
Is this water?
That is water.
How deep?
About 5 feet or so.
All right, I'm always going to try and stay out of range of Ash.
These are not just simple sconces, Ash. These are large bowls filled with the flame that sits inside of it, made out of bronze.
So I can't do anything with them.
I mean, you can look at it.
I believe that these are here to stay, Ash.
Yeah, close enough to hear me.
I can see you looking at the thing.
So,
I'll send Fen a telepathic signal. We aren't hearing you. It's the nature of the room.
I can't hear myself talk.
He's inwardly dumb. I'm gonna send psychically. Well, yeah, but look on the bright side. You can't hear Ash talk. Just silent nodding.
So, you continue walking out into this large, beautiful cavern. The 4 sconces placed, or the 4 large crops of flame placed beautifully around this area. There's a large depiction on the floor of sun's rays that stretch all the way outwards. And you see that there is a small cross bridge that leads over to a even larger or even smaller circular platform that has resting upon it a large slab of stone that has an outward depiction of some figure on it that you can't make out from this far away. As you all are approaching, you see the sand spider from earlier sitting there on the circle, just staring
Can
forward.
I attempt to intimidate it by having a little bit of electricity in my hands?
Zzz. There's no reaction from it.
Later's challenging it.
Interesting. Be cautious. There might be something with the pedestal.
Once Cat gets in range, I'm just going to say, well, that's a given.
So, Katarine,
Mhm.
as you get to this point, you hear whispers moving forward. Vance, from where you are standing, you can hear these whispers as well.
Okay.
But you can't make out what they're saying.
I just hear the noise, but I can't discern the actual words.
But it's certainly a whisper.
How deep does the water look, Joey?
About 5 feet.
Damn. Alright. Turn it into a killer whale.
There's
Cool.
a ping in everyone's head. Catherine goes, "Are you ready for this?"
Just gives a thumbs up from afar.
And before I go, I will take a quick look around the pedestal to see if there's any obvious sorts of traps or incantations, that sort of thing.
Investigation.
You have
please.
advantage
All right.
because of fox cunning.
The fox is cunning,
Yep.
yes. Good thing I had it. Fuck. Oh, no, okay. 18.
18. Yeah. There does not appear to be any traps that you can discern. There's no misplaced grooves. There's no subtly hidden markings. This is
I will
it.
put Misha down, and I'll say I would be right back, love. You stay here. And she will straighten back up to, like, her full height, and walking like the princess that she fucking is, will cross the fucking pedestal.
I'll attempt to.
As you step right there. Here, put Misha back.
Oh, Misha.
100% thought you were talking about Misha there, not you.
As you step right there, you hear a voice enter into your mind. Katarine. You wish to challenge me?
Yes. I wish to challenge you.
Have you brought my focus?
The staff?
Yes.
Yes.
I do not sense it.
Ash. Mental. Bring the staff.
Why? And I'm too far away for you to hear me.
Bring the staff. He is asking for it.
What's the magic word?
Please.
Here.
Thank you.
I kind of whack her a little bit with her, giving it to her.
Weakness. Thanking the lower ones.
This simple manipulation.
So evil, I love it.
And that is not deception either. That is true.
Katarine, as you hold the rod and rotate it over, you feel it pulling from your hand towards the sarcophagi.
I will let it go so that it will go.
It floats over and lies flat between the grasping hands of the symbol there. You watch the stone slowly fades from this figure.
I didn't say you could just give it away.
He can't hear you.
I'm right next to her.
He has a 5 feet.
Oh, I didn't realize they're right next to each other.
It is for a reason, Ash.
Dude, it's Carl. the top hatted canes. 2 canes on the spider. With the mustache and goatee. Hello, my baby. Hello, my.
That's a pretty good top hat.
that's really fucking good.
I'm sorry, I have to entertain myself. I say it's an improvement. You made me screw up. You made me screw up.
Now I'm picturing all 8 legs are just doing that dance.
With their little, like, there's 8 little canes.
Oh no.
Stepping out from the stone, holding onto this rod, is this large, looming individual wrapped completely in bandages from head to toe. You see serpentine scales breaching through different segments of the wraps as it begins walking forward. It raises the rod to the corner of the room. And you see a spark of light over towards that crevice. And the static silence is removed.
I don't think this is a good idea.
You're too late, Finn.
I said that half an hour ago. Twice.
I'm kidding. This is fine.
You have freed me. Your reward is life. The Pharaoh continues to walk. And he looks over at you, Samdi. And then over at Fen.
I am Scaly Squad.
How many more live?
Samdi's gonna have his very first look of genuine confusion.
Yeah, no, I am. One being thought of as being a part of the same thing as Samdi, and I've always joked about Scaly Squad, but now I'm Scaly Squad. There's just a slight little like, yes.
Speak now.
How many more of what? Reptilian races?
Those enlightened by my blood and lineage.
And I'm going to say to him mentally, if he allows it.
He'll allow you to commune with him mentally.
And he'll say, not enough.
You too. Amass an army. I will gather my blood. I need to rest upon my throne. And he turns down towards you, Katarine, squatting to get eye level with you. You may have our gift and survive. Rule the weak.
That was always my birthright.
Need you to roll me a persuasion, Katarine.
Okay, use my game advantage. Fuck.
I donate my game.
Didn't you write this stuff? You get advantage for writing, right?
That's right. I get my more advantage. Yes.
If I give her bunny ears,
No.
does she get disadvantage?
No, but the Pharaoh will kill you.
23.
That's good.
He holds his hand upwards, and the rod rises and drifts down towards you.
She will 100% take it.
Prove it. You watch as he looks over at the spider, raises the hand, and the spider begins walking towards him. Completely mechanical only. There is no semblance of singularity within that spider's mind. And he will unwrap a coil, showing a scale, ripping it off, and this large pentagonal shape erupts in front of him, goes over him and the spider, and the two of them disappear.
Good someday. I told you I was a part of the Scaly Squad.
As I said, this is a bad idea.
I think I like him.
Stand next to Somdi.
I can't help but feel as though we got off pretty shit in this deal, depending on what that staff does.
I will, once we are out of here, I will know for certain. However, I will, walk to the sarcophagus. And...
Yeah,
Well-
pharaohs are usually buried with gold.
Exactly. And look into it.
We
Okay.
all look in, just peering
You-
over like
Just-
children. Looking at
We're like, that was a bad idea. Ooh,
holding
shiny!
glow on our
Look-
faces.
You look
It's
inside of the
Christmas.
sarcophagus.
There's nothing.
You see that there are chains where a neck should be, where limbs should be, all of which are broken, melted through. You see limbs of powerful individuals, strong, large, lying petrified in a position of holding where that mummy lord lay. And in between all of that, you see little bits of gems all inside. Investigation, whoever wishes to get all that.
Me.
Hey,
I will assist.
Yes,
no,
Omdi?
no, this is more for
She doesn't need it. She has advantage.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yes,
I've got a
Omdi?
question for Jess more than anything.
25. Yes.
You've seen The Mummy, right? The Brendan Fraser one.
It is my favorite movie, yes.
What's the name of that one guy that had all those that worked for Emotep?
Yes.
Symbols?
Yeah.
Yes.
Odette Fair's the actor. God, what you... Let me
Isn't it like
think.
Benny or something?
Benny.
Benny, yes!
Benny!
Are we gonna
God
end
damn
up
it,
like Benny if we're gonna take any of this shit? Because I don't want to end up like Benny.
Didn't you get eaten by scarabs?
He did, yes.
Yeah.
You mean like the ones that took all of the things, the urns, and were eaten by the mummy to make him more whole?
Yeah,
No,
that one.
Benny was the friend who ended up being the right hand of the devil.
Katarine, maybe we
Why are
should
you all looking at me?
Spoiler alert.
Maybe we should look at the just make sure there's nothing on here that says like, "Hey, don't steal from me," kind of thing.
I will take a quick look at the
I can't read, so-
sarcophagus with the rod.
Thanks to this staff, we will call it now. This is a pharaoh staff. You read the side of the sarcophagi, and it says, "Do not release."
Well,
I will keep that to myself.
Yep. And anybody who speaks Primordial Abaquin or can read Primordial Abaquin, traditional Elvish,
oh,
I
it's
can
in
speak
all of
Elvish.
these.
or
It's in all
Dwarven.
of these languages. Do not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I speak,
Ruining Joey's world one session at a time.
Yeah, Vance?
I speak Dwarvish and Elvish, and they both say, "Do not release."
I just wanted to say that I was the one vote that said not to do this.
I still think that this is a
Again.
good idea.
For the second time, Ash, you said no to releasing some unknown horror onto this realm.
Yeah.
I might be beginning to see your point, Ash. But no use crying over spilt gods.
And no use leaving gems laying around.
Yes,
That's
and
my-
on that it was
Alright.
a
That's my
25
guy.
investigation.
So, Katarine, you begin scooping some of the gems out. Add into the party treasury, because everybody's watching you do this.
Okay.
You
Do
have,
we have X?
3,000 coins worth of various gems.
Okay. I do not
Gold,
see a
I'm
party
assuming.
loot.
You guys don't have a
Not
party
yet.
loot?
That is because Katarina and Zombie have split things amongst themselves and not
Yeah,
for
because they've
others.
taken everything because they're little
Yes.
goblins. little goblins and just steal
Little loot
everything.
goblins, the two
Yeah,
of them.
little-
There you go. There's a new handout. There's a handout.
Okay, I am
3,000 gold?
editing.
Oh, not 3,000 gold. It's gems totaling a
3,000 GP.
various gems.
Various gems totoling
oh
up
shit!
to
I didn't mean to
3,000.
click that. But I guess I can read it now. Is there any diamonds?
You were the fucking mummy.
I'll say that yes. Among all of there's plenty of diamonds for you to pick out 300
Okay,
coin
thank
worth
you.
of. God, 300 gold, not coin. God, I played too much New World.
So I'm going to change the other to 2,700. With the various gems, 300 GP of diamonds. I'm just adding that to the party loot for now, and then we can move things afterward.
So, with all of this, what would you like to do now?
Say it's time to go back to my my acting. You know, I gotta finish up
Which
my
I heard
spa
was
day.
tremendous.
Yes, tremendous. It's the
you,
word,
Vance.
right word.
All right. So, you all leave, heading back up the way you came to the surface of this large, forgotten temple. With maybe a small weight on your conscience now, for some of you.
Not Catherine.
But a small weight in your hand for the one with the big stick.
Catherine has the biggest stick out of the entire group.
And this is where we're going to be ending the session. Party. Level up.
Yeah!
Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.